I quickly forget about being angry or anything since her puppies are my weak spot. That's why I love Puppy Chef. I quickly forget about being... Oh, I already said this. It's okay, don't worry about it. Ouch. Oh, whoa, I say that, but there's stinging pain growing in my chest. And I know that this is about the biggest possible danger for my condition. Don't overexert yourself. Don't forget your medication. And most of all, don't get hit in the chest. I try to rub my solar plexus to chase the pain away, holding my breath in an attempt to hear my heartbeat. It seems normal. Hey, should I get a nurse? The very high-pitched voice of a girl snaps me out of it. I stare at her for a few seconds dumbfounded until I realize that I probably looked worse off than I really was. Double over myself and looking all tense. Damn, I overly worry about my heart. No need, I'm fine. Managing to say something in response, I pull myself upright, feeling my sore ribs one last time, and take a deep breath. She just knocked the wind out of me big time. It's nothing more than that. You sure you're okay? I hit you pretty hard. It's okay. I said I was fine and nothing's broken. No harm done. That's good. I was... Hazal, what happened? She's not quite up to speed for obvious reasons. You can't see. But she sounds more worried, more than what the situation deserves, really. Someone just bumped into me. Nothing serious, just winded. Oh, I'm sorry. It's my fault. I was just gonna get some stuff and I was kind of on a hurry. That someone here is Emmy, isn't it? The little girl coughed quietly and shuffles her plastic and metallic feet, looking down at them before saying anything. Hi, Lily, Hanako. I guess the girls know each other. Do please try to be more careful. You might be sturdy enough to endure these sorts of accidents, but there are people who aren't. The girl blushes and starts fidgeting nervously like a little child caught misbehaving. So cute, I find myself smiling. I know that I was just... I gotta go. Teachers, I'll have my head. I promise. No, teachers will have my head. I promise to help with printouts, but I went running instead. Sorry, but I gotta change and everything. Before any of us can say anything, Emmy has already bolted away, leaving the hallway eerily quiet. Does that kind of thing happen often here? There are more rules in Yamuko than usual for running in corridors. But that rarely stops Emmy, it seems. She shakes her head weakly and offers a slight composed smile. I don't think there's anything we can do to stop her, I'm afraid. Shall we be off then? Lily heads off along the hallway and Hanako hurries after her. The route to the room the two use for tea is fairly simple to retrace, being still fresh in my mind from yesterday. Lily and Hanako quickly go about the business of making lunch. Before I can even open my small bag of food, Lily busying herself with the thermos and tea bags as Hanako is setting out both their lunch boxes. So this is what you mean by coming here almost every day. Yes, Hanako and I usually have lunch here. It suits both of us, so we end up using this room regularly. After seeing Hanako's reactions to me over the past couple days, I can understand why that is a boon. I don't know what that really intends. I don't know what B-O-O-N means, boon. That and Lily being able to get quiet away from her class as well. I take my seat last after Lily's pour the tea for us and sit down. The more I spend time with these two girls, the more I think they're perfect foil to they're perfect foil to Misha and Shizume. Yeah, I kind of like these two. The other ones are kind of like a little bit too much on my fucking face. Like I'm like, dude, my heart is gonna blow up. Quit that shit. Even without a voice, Shizume is direct and brash, and Misha seems to get along with everyone. On the other hand, Lily is soft-spoken and relaxed, while Hanako seems to be the shyest girl I ever met. So are you faring in Yamuko Hisai? You seem a bit flustered before. apart from getting lost every now and again and being crash tackled outside my classroom, fine, I guess. You looked pretty hurt before. Are you really okay? For a brief moment, I considered telling Hanako and Lily about my condition, but then I hold it back. Can't tell why, but for some reason I feel uncomfortable talking about it to these relative strangers, even if they have been pretty friendly. Yeah, it's nothing. I was just a bit startled. Judging from the two girls' expressions, I don't think that they're buying it, but in what I assume is their way of respecting my privacy, they don't press the matter, which I like that. I guess that's one of the unwritten rules around here. Don't ask, even if people's conditions are obvious. Like Hanako, they're bound to a story involved. Everyone has things that they don't feel comfortable speaking about, and I think everyone here recognizes that. And I think it's time for a little bit of water break because I'm mumbling. That means I'm dry. I hope you guys recognize that this is a lot of talking. Non-stop talking. Alright. So, how long have you been to school? And you both seem to know your way around pretty well. Well, I've been here since the start of high school, but only moved into the dormitories a year ago. Hanako joined at the start of high school as well, and moved to the dormitories when she did, if memory serves me right. That's right, since high school. So you know each other since then? Since I moved, yeah. Hanako lives next door to me. So it's only natural, right? Right. Yeah, of course. Living next to someone's probably the reason enough to befriend them. Though I'm guessing that Lily's blindness played a part in it as well. I can imagine Hanako easily making friends with someone who has deliberately avoided looking at her scars. With the immediate conversation dried up, we start to eat our lunch. It isn't long before the bells are signaling the end of the break. Like me, the girls pack up their lunches and efficiently as they set them out. I guess I'd better be off. Are you going with Hisao, Hanako? Hanako looks at me for a second. I can see that she's considering skipping class. Maybe just to avoid walking to the classroom with me. Really? Holy fuck. Yes. I don't know what to think of it. Hanako really is delicate to the point of breaking if looked at in the wrong way. It makes me a bit nervous too, but I push the feeling aside, trying to be as natural as I can. We should hurry up then. Class has already started by the sound of it. Lily gives me a nod as farewell, and she bends down to take her cane. Hanako and I, filling out before her. Filing out, not filling out. We walk quickly down the empty halls to our respective classes. As we reach the door to Lily's 3-2 classroom, she turns towards me. Hisao, thank you for sharing lunch with us today. My pleasure, Lily. And with that, we part ways. Lily entering her classroom and leaving Hanako and I to make off to our own. She's still looking like she wants to run away. Do you really want to go to class now? Yes. Okay then. I feel like I should say something more to her, but it's hard to come up with anything that would be appropriate and safe enough. And Lily was right. The more time we spend out here, the more explaining we have to do. I open the rear door to the class and walk in. The teacher looks up at me and opens his mouth to say something. However, Hanako follows me and closes the door. He simply nods to us and continues his lecture. Wow. I guess people will treat me a little bit, less harsh if I'm hanging out with Hanako. This is the third time that Hanako has had her truancy practically ignored. There's definitely something going on here. Maybe she's really delicate with the subject and doesn't want to be reminded about it? I don't know. It could be a lot of things. We make our way to our seats and I notice that Misha and Shizuna are both missing as well. I wonder if it's some informal agreement with the staff or is it a perk afforded to unique students of the school. Trying to make as little disturbance as I can, I extracted relevant textbooks from my bag and I start catching up. The class goes on quietly. The teacher seems like an okay person despite the weird first impression I got, and the material is relatively interesting. However, the way he teaches is really bizarre. It's as if he expects that everyone is a natural genius. When the final bell sounds, I realize that there is still a lot of time left in the day, and I'm left wondering what to do. It's odd at the hospital I had 24 hours a day of free time, but here filling the considerably shorter hours feels difficult. Everyone else leaves and I'm left alone with the teacher. I gotta lower the volume here. I don't know how much it's actually picking up by the mic. Alright. With the teacher, okay? Mutuo explained the assignment sheets we were working on earlier, marking them in red ball pen. With a red ball pen. Raising his eyes from his paper briefly, he notices me and furrows his brow. What is it, Nakai? I jump at him addressing me. I guess it's natural to spark some conversation since there's nobody else around. Nothing. Thinking about what I would do after school. She just slowly puts the cap on the pen as he's holding and arranges his paper into a stack, clacking it against the desk twice. It seems very methodical. For a brief moment, I'm reminded of Shizume, but the teacher's more in a hurry and relaxed, much more routine. You have no plans. No, I consider joining a club, but I don't know what kind of club would interest me. Go observe a meeting or someone else's club. Might pique your interest. I guess. But I don't know how to continue from there. Mucho looks at me in a way that makes me quickly want to take the words back to avoid conversation. But I can't, so I had to forge ahead. I just don't know how to deal with people. I mean, the other students. I'm talking to people and everything. It's not that I'm being isolated or anything. I just don't know what to think about the disabilities. It's like, it feels that I'm being impolite if I pay attention to them, and it's weird to ignore them. Damn if I do, damn if I don't. The teacher scratches his cheek. I can't even say that word. Looking very unresponsive. These things are only an issue if you make them one. You can talk normally with someone even if they are blind or something. Try to look behind the superficial. There's not a single student here who isn't just a normal kid behind whatever they might seem at first glance. He says the same thing as Yuko did. I know they're right, but it's hard. How can you not consider an example of Shizume's deafness when the only way to communicate is to talk to Misha? Or Hanako, it's not like you can't ignore her face. But I'm shooted by the door of the classroom suddenly slamming open. Oh, it's Misha. Teacher! Misha crashes in, hands straight and enthusiastic greeting, her voice loud and lively enough to wake the dead from their graves. She starts towards the teacher desk with her bouncing step, hands energetically swinging with the rhythm. Mutuo busily dismayed the interruption, and Misha generally slumps in his chair. Mikado. Misha stops in her tracks and looks around cluelessly as she's sensing from his tone that something's wrong, but has no idea why. Yes? We have talked about volume control before. Yes! She doesn't lower her voice at all, and the teacher just rubs her eyes. So what is it? We need help. We're running out of supplies for the festival stands. This is a distress. She waves her pink slip of paper she's holding around. So go get more supplies from the art room. What's the problem with that? Plywood. Plywood is always a problem. Last time we wanted more, there was only a little. But that time we just took it all and went with that. Now there's like none there. Now there's like none left there. So do you know where there is some? I don't understand. How would I know? Shishan, I mean, the president thought that a teacher would know if there's plywood. Was she wrong? Mutuo looks like he's in great pain, frowning with his entire essence, and Misha doesn't get it at all. Looking at the two of them communicate is terrible, like looking at a man being tortured by drilling his skull open by blasting pop music at a full volume at the same time. I'm afraid I have no idea if there's any plywood in the school, let alone where would it be if there was any. What should I do? Perhaps try Mr. Nomiya? Nomiya? I'm gonna call it Nomiya. I'm quite sure he would know where to find everything you need. You have to pry them from his cold, dead hands, but that's a different matter. Ah! I don't have time. We're so busy. She holds her head with both of her hands, looking as despairing as possible for a person like her. Without even noticing, she crumples the note she's holding against her hair. Shouldn't be fetching these things. There's so much to do and we're falling behind the schedule. Matua looks at her gravely and then suddenly smiles. Smiling doesn't really fit his face. I think it'd be better if he didn't.
Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you guys really enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like. It shows your support. And if you guys want to watch more videos like this, then subscribe so you never miss a video. Woo!